Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So for those of you who are new, my name is Christy and otherwise known here as IHEARTAIRBRUSH, and today we're just gonna go ahead and get ready. Today's video is just a simple, quick get ready with me utilizing a collection from Dinair that I have not yet utilized. So if you are down to just kind of hang out with me, go ahead and grab something to drink, a little something to snack on, and just kick it with me while we talk about makeup and things. Yeah, because that's pretty much what this video is gonna be about. So if you are interested in just hanging out, seeing the lovely Lilac collection and all that good stuff, then please keep on watching. Alright, so I really felt like just getting ready today. So I'm just going to go through my normal routine and then we're going to talk about, of course, the lovely Lilac collection. I chose this collection just because I felt like, you know, being on social media and constantly scrolling through, I'm seeing a lot of Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, and that's really got me inspired to play with purples and pinks and cool tones again. Now, I don't have that palette, but I do have a bunch of Dinair shades, and coincidentally, they do have a collection out that's called the Lovely Lilac Collection. So it has 3 purple shades here, which featured, don't mind this one, I have a really large bottle of lilac and I had to put it in a smaller bottle to make it a little bit more manageable. Okay, that's why this one is all custom. But yes, we have lilac here. We also have deep purple, and then we have Villain, which is 3 really gorgeous purple hues from Dinair, and then we have one of my favorites, Vanity. So I'll go ahead and show you a close-up of the bottle so you can kind of see the color, and then I will swatch them for you and we will get on with this get ready with me. Alright, so now that you've seen the swatches, let's just go ahead and get into the get ready with me. So I already prepped my face. I did go ahead and use lid primer, and then I just took a toner to the rest of my face to get off the dirt and oil. I am going to go ahead and use something that I've been using for a while, but it's a secret, so I can't really show you on camera yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it real quick, and then we'll get on with the eye look. Alright, so now that my face prep is done, oh, and just in case you were wondering, I am using my Dinair Goat today. Now that my face prep is done, let's just go ahead and go in with the look. So, like I said, the Norvina collection has been going around a lot on social media. It's like the thing right now, and purples and cool tones are in right now, and it's got me really inspired. But because I'm not the kind of person who jumps out and gets every single palette that comes out as far as traditional makeup goes, I do always try to look for alternatives to, I guess, transfer that inspiration into airbrush form. So that being said, when I saw the Lovely Lilac collection on Dinair's website, I was like, okay, I have these shades, let's just do a look with those. So let's see, there's a lot of really pretty hues here, but it's all about what I'm gonna put in the transition right now. And I think for the transition area, I'm gonna apply deep purple. I'm totally winging this right now, like I did not plan a look or anything, so we're just gonna see how this comes out, because you know, it's to get ready with me. Okay, so I tested my spray out on a tissue, everything looks good, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the transition area. Holy smokes, I totally forgot. I'm just gonna waste this. I'm totally gonna waste it. Oh my gosh, I'm wasting my liquid gold. No, I forgot to put a base down on the lid of color. I always put a base down of the Camouflage and Neutralize line. My shade, of course, is Honey Beige, and occasionally I mix in Olive Beige with it, but I'm going to use just Honey Beige today, and I'm just going to put that down as a base on the lid just to kind of even everything out. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. And then, of course, I just realized that I should probably zoom you in. Oop. I should probably zoom you in, so I'm going to zoom you in, okay? There we go. Even out them lids, girl. There, that's much better. Much better. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead, and anytime I use the Camouflage and Neutralize line, I like to just go ahead and spritz a little bit of cleaner in the cup to kind of get rid of it. Okay. And then I just take a little detailing brush. I kind of swish it around in the cup, get everything off of the walls, and then I take a little detail brush to the front. And that's anytime I'm using the Camouflage and Neutralize line, and then to transition to another line, that's what I like to do. Just because I find that the Camouflage and Neutralize line dries very fast. Like, even though Dinair's other lines dry super fast, this one dries even faster. And it's like a thinner consistency, so you can definitely build with it. It's what the line I like to use to conceal. Anyways, I find that if I don't do that before I transition out, things just become a mess. So after I go ahead and spray out the cleaner, I will flush it out with just a little bit of water just to remove any excess cleaner. And now that I have my lids fully prepped, I'm going to zoom you in, and then we're just going to jump into the eye look. Alright, so now that we're in, let's go ahead and dive into the eye look. So I'm going to go again in with deep purple. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the transition area. Nice and light. This will give me a nice haze look. Okay, test out my spray. There we go. Anytime you notice a little bit of lag with your airbrush, just test out your spray on a tissue. Don't ever like pull back further while you're pointing at your eye, because then you can get a hot spot. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm just going to kind of give it a little flush with a little bit of water, just to keep everything running smoothly, of course. You don't have to do it, it's just something that I've grown accustomed to doing. So the next shade I'm going to go in with now is Vanity, and I'm going to apply that on the inner portion of the lid and blend out. So I'm just going to take a drop of Vanity, and then we're just going to go ahead and apply it from the inner corner here. There we go. And start pulling it out. Oh, that was my phone. Put that on silent, my bad. Okay. And we're just going to do the other eye. Okay. Now that I have that on the lids, like so, I'm just going to go ahead and spray out the excess, flush with a little bit of water. Just a little, not a lot, no back bubbling involved, just a drop of water. Flush it out. Now the next shade I'm going to go in with is Lilac. And I'm just going to apply that to the lid just in the center there as a base for the next shade. Okay, it's going to give me a nice little purple hue, little purple haze. Noticing a little bit of lag, so I'm going to add another drop. There we go. There we go. So I just went ahead and put that down. Okay, next I'm gonna go in and I'm going to take Villain, and I'm just gonna apply that Villain toward the outer edge. Okay, a little bit over the lilac, because when you layer up Villain, you get more of that metallic oiled finish. So I'm just gonna kind of layer it up there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my shadow shield, and then we're going to take a little bit more of Villain, and I'm just going to go ahead and define the outer V. There we go. And you're probably like, what the hell was the point of spraying that on the outer corner of the eye anyway, if you're going to just connect it to the outer V. But you know what? I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of going through the motions. So things may happen, but backwards. So we're just gonna keep on moving on. We're gonna keep on keeping on. All right. So now that I have that Villain built up there, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out of the cup. Flush with a little bit of water. And then I'm going to take a mixture of Vanity and Villain, and that's what I'm going to pop in over the center. So I'm just going to take one drop of Vanity, one drop of Villain, a little Airbrush Mixology. If you haven't checked out my episode 1 for my new series, go ahead and check that out. Okay, I'll have the link in the description box below. Okay, and then now I'm just going to go ahead and apply this for the mid lid. Blend it up. Yeah. See that shade right there? Oh god, it gives a beautiful effect. If you're not mixing shades, you need to mix shades, okay? Okay, and I still have a little bit left, so I'll go ahead and show you what this shade looks like. So this is the 1-to-1 mixture of Vanity and Villain. Really super pretty. Alright, and so that is it for the eyes right now. So I'm going to zoom you out while we do the rest of the face. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and clear out my airbrush of these shimmer shades, because we're going to go into complexion. So now that that is out, let's go into complexion. Okay, so I like to go ahead and conceal using the Neutralize and Camouflage line. Sorry, I'm always dropping stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a mixture of honey beige, 2 drops is what I normally use, and then a mixture of olive beige, and I just take 2 drops of that as well. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and back bubble to mix. There we go. Test that on a tissue, and then we're gonna get into concealing. I absolutely love concealing using the Neutralize and Camouflage. I think it just does such a good job. I'm able to build the coverage without having too much texture on the skin. It doesn't look cakey or anything. As you can see, this is concealed, this is not. And it's just a very nice light thin layer. If you don't know about airbrush concealing, or if you're interested in learning how to do it, I do have how to conceal with airbrush makeup video down below in the description box. Make sure you check out the description box because I do link a bunch of videos that I think are kind of relevant and important down there. So just go ahead and check it out when you get a moment. So now I'm just going to go ahead and flip my mirror over so that I can have regular view instead of magnified view. And I'm just going to conceal any other redness, skin imperfections, all that good stuff. Yeah, I like concealing with airbrush makeup because I found like with airbrush makeup you don't really have to worry about creasing or anything. And the end result is just like, you know, skin. So I really like that. I like a more natural skin finish as opposed to a porcelain doll finish, you know, that my fellow influencers like. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, everybody likes what they like. I just prefer a more like actual skin finish because I don't go to like shows and parties and events and stuff like that. I am a mom, so my day-to-day consists of running errands around town, picking up my kids from school. So I got a little left there. I give my airbrush a little jolt to kind of force product down. I'm just concealing my blemishes here. So I don't want like, you know, that full like glamour makeup on the day-to-day. So now that all my blemishes are concealed, next I'm going to go ahead and contour, and for that I'm going to be using dark almond. I really like dark almond for a contour lately. Another one of my favorites is sepia and nutmeg as well. I think those make really great contour shades. I did have a post on Instagram on what shades that I prefer for contouring, as well as like cool tone browns that you can find in Dinair's line. I did swatches and I posted a picture, so if you're interested in knowing about that, then go ahead and check out my Instagram. It's IHEARTAIRBRUSH Instagram. I'm just gonna go ahead and contour because you know I like that contour. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them cheeks, contour the nose. Okay, there we go. I do have videos on contouring too. I think I linked that in the description box below as well. It's usually down there. But if you can't find it, you can always just search the videos on my video page on my channel and just type in airbrush contour and it'll pull it up. I think I did a few videos on contouring with the airbrush. I gotta do an updated version. I'll definitely be doing an updated version. Okay, it should be really easy to do that. So I'm not going to worry about rinsing out my cup now because I'm going to go into blush. And for blush, I'm just going to be using dark peach pink. I'm just going to take a couple of drops of that. Test out on a tissue. I like to mix my contour shade with my blush shade. So sometimes I'll even like give it a little back bubble, because I find that it just creates cohesion between the two colors. And that's a really good way to customize a blush shade that you normally think would not work on somebody's skin tone. So if you're like a makeup artist, I've done makeup on other people and I've definitely used that trick countless times. I think almost every single time with the blush shades, and it really does customize the blush shade to the person that you're using. So even if you don't have a lot of wiggle room as far as blush in your kit, you can definitely make some room if you mix shades and just start customizing. So make sure that you're customizing, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself a nice blush and flush. Okay, and so that is it. And then now I'm gonna go into foundation, and my foundation, I use the Soft Glow line, and I find that that works the best for my skin. I have oily skin, so you know, Soft Glow seems to, I guess, make my skin look a little bit more mattified, but not too matte, because I don't like to look flat. I like I said, I like to have that natural skin finish. So the Soft Glow line works really great for me. So I mix honey beige and nutmeg together. And lately I've been using a lot less drops. I've been only using about 4 drops of the honey beige and then 1 drop of the nutmeg. So I cut the amount of drops that I use from like 12 drops normally, maybe like 10 to 12 drops normally, to like 5. That's how little you need, okay, when you use Dinair and when you take care of your skin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my foundation like so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish applying my foundation, and I think that is it. No, I still have a little bit more, but I am noticing some lag. I have some buildup on the tip there, so I'm just gonna take my little detail brush that's still saturated. Okay, just give it a little once over. Anytime you notice a little lag, there could be dry tip, and instead of pinching the needle, you can definitely just take a detail brush that's been saturated or a little bit damp and just kind of give the front a little once over. That helps if you have really long nails. Like I noticed when I was instructing at the Dinair workshops, that sometimes the makeup artists would come in and they would have their nails done and they would be airbrushing. Like me, I don't normally have my nails done because I like to like feel and do things with my hand. But you know, if you like to have your nails done, that's cool. You know, you can definitely do makeup having long nails. But as far as pinching dry tip, it's a lot harder for them. So that was a nice way that I would tell them to just go ahead and clear off the dry tip at the end. And if you go to the workshop, Dinair has their ways of pinching off dry tip as well. I do instruct at some of the workshops, so if you're interested in taking a workshop with me and learning the fundamentals and a lot of fun things that you can do with Dinair and airbrush makeup in general, because I'm very fluent in all types of airbrush makeup, which includes silicone-based formulas and things like that, so I can give you a little read about, you know, all the different types of airbrush makeups out there, of course my recommendations and what I think works at the workshop. So if you're interested in taking a workshop, you know, make sure you check out the description box below. There's information on how to get signed up, or you can go to Dinair's website to the Pro tab, and that'll tell you what you need to go ahead and take the workshop or get signed up and all of that good stuff. So next I'm going to go in with highlighter, and to highlight my face I'm going to take a limited edition shade called Hug Me. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I try not to use this one too much because they don't make it anymore. Like Dinair like stopped making this shade because it was a limited edition shade and I don't want to use it up. Like, it's one of my all-time favorites. This one and Be Mine were my 2 absolute favorites, and I'm almost out of both of those shades, so you know, it's gonna be a sad day, but today I do feel like using it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use a little bit of Hug Me. Now originally when Dinair came out with the shade Cashmere, I thought it was like this shade with a new name on it, but it is absolutely not. Cashmere is a lot lighter in tone than this one is. This one has a little bit more of a peachy or pinky tone, and I really freaking love this one so much. I hope that they bring it back one day, I really do. But I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my face now with it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the tops of my cheekbones like so. And it's just beautiful. It's like nice and soft and radiant. Got that micro shimmer in it, a little bit down the bridge of the nose. I'm going to pop some on the tear duct as well. You want to get the most out of this because it is one of my limited edition ones. And the tear duct, give it a little jolt. Are we out already? No! But I was able to get my cheekbones and the tear duct. That's usually what I like to do during the day. So let's go into brows, and for brows I like to use Dark Smoke in Dinair's 8C stencil. That's my favorite stencil to use just because it's the one that kind of works with my eyebrows. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a spoolie and kind of remove any airbrush makeup that may be stuck in my brows from when I did my foundation. You don't have to do it, I like to do it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and test out my spray. Looks good, and start filling in the brows. So I always start at the arch and just spray lightly. If you're interested in learning how to do brows, I do have a video on that. I have a lot of how-to videos, you know, mostly because I wish that there were more like actual how-to videos that were clear and concise when I first started out. Because when I first started out, it was like 2012, and there wasn't really anybody doing airbrush makeup online, let alone actually showing how to do it and talking about how to do it. I mean, there were a few people, but being a complete noob, you really want that step-by-step how-to. And so I figured, well, if there's nothing on there right now and I'm learning right now, why might as well share what I know, and I've literally just been sharing ever since. And I find it really cool that it's not just consumers who, you know, seek out my advice or my help. It's actually makeup artists a lot of the time who are, you know, doing this for a living, and it's like, you know, it's really cool, and it makes me feel really great to be able to help them, you know, in their career, because airbrush makeup is really just something that I love, and it's something that I'm good at, you know, and I'm happy to help, you know, in any way that I can, whether you're a consumer or an industry professional. Like, it makes no difference to me. If you want to do airbrush, I'm good at it. You know, so I'm gonna help you, you know, and I love it, and I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna share with you whatever it is I know. But anyways, brows are done, nice and fly, and now we're gonna go into liner. Okay, so for the liner, I'm just using jet black, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it using the cat eye end stencil here. I'm just gonna get really close. If you're interested on how to do airliner, guess what? I have a video how-to on how to do that as well. And I will link that in the description box too. Like I said, I have a lot of video how-tos, and you know, I've been blessed enough to be able to instruct at the Dinair workshops, you know, people from all over, which is pretty amazing and exciting considering that I started out as a consumer. You know, like I said before, like I was saying, if you have a passion for something, you don't have to start off at a professional level to share that passion and love with somebody successfully. And that's really what I've been doing, you know, starting off where I started off, and then teaching industry professionals and having makeup artists who are seeking advice from me. Like, it's really, like, it's humbling, you know, for one, that I have an expertise in something that somebody is applying, you know, to their livelihood, which is pretty friggin' amazing. It's very humbling. And, you know, I enjoy just being able to help. I am a caregiver by nature. You know, I have 3 kids, so I think it's pretty obvious that, like, I'm a caregiver by nature. So if I can help you in any way, you know, I'm gonna help you. Hence all of the how-to tutorials and how-to videos. You know, anytime I learn something new, or anytime I experiment and find something new, I'm always like, oh my god, I gotta make a video, I gotta share that. I bet this is something nobody's thought of, or maybe somebody's thought of it but they haven't made a video yet, so let's go ahead and make a video, let's get it out there, and hopefully it'll help somebody, you know. So that's why I have all of these videos. Gotta make sure I can see. Your girl is blind, boy. Okay, there we go, that's better. There we go. And then for the end, I'm just gonna add a little tiny wing. Not a big wing, just a little wing. Following the line of my shadow. There we go. Okay, and then dust it on the lower lash line. Okay. And then the other as well, just to define the lower lash line a little bit. I don't like to do too much on the lower lash line. I think it gives me like more of a fresh, youthful look when I don't add a lot to the lower lash line. I feel like adding color or adding liner to the lower lash line like ages me, and I don't want to be aged, okay? I'm a mom of 3. I want to try to look as young as possible. You know, and I'm also turning 30 this year, which there's nothing wrong with turning 30, but you know, it is older. Your girl's not in her 20s anymore, you know? So yeah, I think that's it for the liner. Hold on. Meticulous. This is where being detail oriented really becomes a pain in the bottom. Alright, so that is it for the eyes. So now that the airbrush segment is done, I'm just going to go in and apply a little bit of mascara to my eyelids. Yeah, I'm going to apply mascara to my eyelids. No, I'm going to apply mascara to my lashes, okay? Let me apply mascara to my lashes. And my favorite mascara is Mary Kay Lash Love Mascara. I don't know if you've ever used it, but it is an amazing mascara that not only lengthens, but it separates the lashes so nicely, and I absolutely love it. I've been using it for years, and I really don't find I need to go to any other mascara because this one really does what I need it to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish coating my lashes. Sounds like one of my kids is in my room right now. Who is that? Hi, Liam. Hi, Liam. You gotta let mommy finish. Okay, let mommy finish. Can you go bye-bye right now? Can you go bye-bye?
No.
Can you go get daddy?
No.
Please, can you go get daddy?
Daddy.
Yeah, can you go get daddy for mommy, please? Alright, so next I'm going to go in with my lippy to finish off this look, and I'm going to be using one of the new liquid lipsticks that Dinair recently released. This one is called Love Spell. Beautiful pinky hue here. I'll go ahead and swatch a little bit on the back of my hand with that custom mix shade so you can see what it looks like. But it's really, really pretty, and I think it's going to work with my skin tone. Sometimes with the lighter shades, it looks really super bright on my lips, and it makes it look like, wow, you know, because they have really big lips. So I'm really glad that Dinair is coming out with shades that I can actually use on the day-to-day, but this is a close-up of this one. It's like... Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and apply that to my lips. And my lips have been moisturized with another secret product that I'm not going to mention right now, but I will mention it in the future as soon as it's okay to do so. But I've really been loving it. My lips have been super healed and not cracked or dry at all. And so it makes using the liquid lipsticks really super easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply the liquid lipsticks and make sure I got that shape right. I always get this side wider than the other one because I have this scar right here that I got when I was younger. And it makes it really hard to apply like lipsticks in a way that it looks like really nice and cohesive. They came out with 2 shades. The other shade is called like Berry Kiss, and I really like that one. I have to pick up another tube of that one because I really like that one. That's going to be the one I use on the daily. And yeah. What do you think? Like it? I like it. I like these lip colors. Yeah, this is like the one pink that I can actually rock. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick peek at the final look after I like zhuzh the hair a little. So give me a second. Alright, so this is the finished look. Yay! I absolutely love how this look came out, and I will be rocking it, of course. If you want to see pictures of this look as well as swatches from this video, I will post them to my Instagram feed. So just make sure you're following tag IHEARTAIRBRUSH, and they will be posted there, as well as on my Facebook page, which is IHEARTAIRBRUSH as well, if you want to go ahead and follow me there. I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me. I know it took a little bit of time, but you know, it's just one of those days where I can actually relax and enjoy the process of applying my makeup and actually play with colors. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you give it a big thumbs up if you like it. Of course, because you gotta like it first to give it a thumbs up. And also remember to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you choose to subscribe today, or if you are already subscribed, make sure to hit that little bell icon right next to the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. That way you get the quickest updates anytime I upload a video. Alright loves, thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. Bye!